school, I'm in a different class. Don't tell me I'm gas, I got Nas in the bag. All I need is one mic and I'm still at tip. When I spit, run it slick, leave it still matic. Transmission my stick, I'm automatic. Ask me when I sign, I don't autograph shit. I'm mids, that's a lie, get the polygraph bitch. I'm a naughty on the Autobahn, they all on my drift till I'm shift. I'm about to blow like the low floors of the world trades. Kamikaze stay high like I fly 2 planes. I don't rap like 50 Cent, but I spit loose change. It's an inside job when I blow up my brain. Stain in my mind with these stainless lines. When I mention my name for that nameless shine, got me all on your mind. Thank me for the time, I ain't even pay rent, motherfucker, that's fine. Hey.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free thought process. Just think about it. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, today is gonna be a good day. Now, you guys know I read the comments, the good, the bad, the ugly, and actually this one has gone beyond comments. You guys have been hitting me up in my DMs. You know that sometimes we get the passport out, we cross international waters, we step into the UK grime scene. Now, we have done Chip, and we have addressed some of this Chip and Stormzy situation, but apparently over the weekend, a lot has happened that we need to catch up on. So today, I thought we would break it down and do a special double reaction. So the first one that we're going to do, which apparently initiated all this, is Skengman with Ghetts and Stormzy on it. And then we're going to do Chip's response, which came out very quickly afterwards. And man, apparently he has fired shots left and right after this. So I'm interested to see what Stormzy has done. I'm interested to see if Ghetts has gotten himself involved in this situation. And I also want to see what Chip has now that he wants to address with his 10 commandments. So first up, we're going to start with Skengman, then we're going to go from there. But real quick, guys, I want to give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. Yes, I am a rapper. If you guys like the breakdowns, the way that I think about lyrics and look at things, if you like deeper lyrical rap, I encourage you to go check out my brand new album, Chaos Theory, 20 tracks, blood, sweat, and tears, man. I will put that link below. Also, we do live streams on this channel now. Every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a new live stream that we do. So if you guys want to pull up, man, I mean, the energy has been crazy in there. It's been great. If you want to support me and support that, check that out as well. But anyways, Stormzy, Chip, I'm ready for it. Step up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Hey, I love that start, man. It's got a bit of that sort of lo-fi hip-hop feel to it. You know, you start off with the horns playing a little bit, have a little bit of scratch going on, reverberating around the headphones, starts here, then goes to the back. But yeah, it's very chilled, very mellowed. Already kind of puts you in a place, man. If you notice, we got black and white footage too. Very interesting choice, you know? More of a serious theme. Are we getting ready for war or what? Because Ghetts is strapped right now, man. He's got the ammunition. This man's getting ready to fire some rounds. Nice camera work.
Skengman.
Ooh.
Skengman mod. Skengman. Skengman mod. Skengman mod.
What's really cool about this hook is that it's so simple, isn't it? Skeng, Skengman mode. So simple, but also, man, it makes a statement. It makes a statement, and maybe for my American viewers, you might not catch this as much, but Skengman, right? That's like gunner, gunman, weapons man, gangster, okay? And I also like the delivery of this because, like, the skangs are hitting off of the percussion. So the skangs are hitting off rhythm. And then the Skengman mode hits sort of back on that time of the percussion hits, but it's still running a little bit off of it. Check this out. I'll point it out.
Skengman.
Kick.
Skeng.
Kick.
Skengman mod.
Skeng. You want to say it right there.
Skengman. Skeng.
But he's hitting it on the offs. It's dope. He's coming off of that percussion. Oh, sorry, guess. I'm not going to interrupt a great when he starts spitting, man.
Skengman mode.
Here we go.
Skengman mode. Gloves, mask, jet black coat. Man do dirt, then head back home. Eye in the sky like check that drone. If I'm in a glide, let that go. I could be the...
He is strapped, man. I love how when he's waving the gun's in black, and then there's a little bit of that hand drawing in white. And I know this because I did a video where I had to use After Effects. And basically what you do is you literally go frame by frame and you start to draw in whatever you want. And I've noticed you've seen a lot of these sort of like hand-drawn graphics flying around, man. I mean, that's hours and hours of editing, which is why, I mean, this video work is just, wow. This is such a dope video.
Mars, jet black coat, man do dirt, then head back home. Eye in the sky like check that drone. If I'm in a glide, let that go. I could be the bigger man, but them where they won't respect man's growth.
That's a bar. I could be the bigger man, but them man there won't respect man's growth. You know? Respect my growth, my evolution as an artist, what I'm doing, this team that I'm building, this story that I'm growing. You won't respect my growth and my evolution. So why should I be the bigger man in these situations? Oh, is that veil to Chip? Is that like a warning to Chip? I don't know, man. I don't know, because the streets are talking, and you guys are saying to me that, you know, this is why Chip fired back. So did Chip respond to the entire song, or did he just respond to Stormzy's parts? Very interesting, though. But we'll talk a little bit more about sort of the overall dynamics at the end of this video, because there's some stuff in the beginning I want to touch on too. But let's focus on Ghetts, man, because Ghetts is a wordsmith. And I love his off rhythms here. Like, it's almost like driving a car, and he sort of slows the pace down of the delivery, and then he speeds it back up. Check this out one more time.
Let that go. I could be the bigger man, but them where they won't respect man's growth.
I could be the bigger man, but then man there won't respect man's growth. You see how it goes do 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 do, like slow, 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 and he sort of holds it out and has like a hard enunciation. It's a dope little cadence, man. I'm telling you, these UK lyricists, man, one thing you could have a field day with is just studying their off rhythms and off flows. So good, man. It's so smooth and casual too. I mean, look, if Chip does go at Ghetts is one of those few people who has that pen game and that ability, man. He can go toe-to-toe with Chip. He could take Chip down. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm in a glide, let that go. I could be the bigger man, but them where they won't respect man's growth. Wingman, left back flow. Wingman, head back blown. Sick man.
Wingman, left man flow. You know, being someone's wingman, you know, being like the sidekick to him. See, again, what is the connotation here? What is the connotation? Ghetts, are you aligning with Stormzy? Saying lines like this, saying lines like wingman, like you're a wingman to Storm, it makes me think that a little bit. But also wingman could be like a wingman in a drive-by too. Whole song is called Skengman, so hey.
Ghetts and cold, dip man, send man home, twist and bend that bro. I was 19 when
Hang on a second. We got another dope flow switch. So many in here already.
Wingman, left back flow. Wingman, head back blown. Sick man, get some cold.
Sick man, get some cold. Sick man, get some cold. Wingman, head back. 5-syllable schemes right there. That's cool, man. He mirrored that for like 4 lines there with the 5-syllable. Again, it's not even schemes. We're talking about odd syllable hits and schemes that he does, man. And I love how he just measured the internal rhyme schemes all the way through. But sick, like getting a cold because you're sick. But also he spits sick. But also you could get cold. Like he could put you in the ground, make you cold. So many just casual doubles and triples that Ghetts throws into his words, man.
Growth. Wingman, left back flow. Wigman, head back blown. Sick man, get some cold. Dip man, send man home. Twist and bend that bro.
Dope flow.
I was 19 with a gun twice my age.
Get out of here. It's not fair. It's not fair what he does. I was 19 with a gun twice my age, walking around with a .38 caliber. That's so clever to put it in that way, man.
I was 19 with a gun twice my age. I put man in the boot that was twice my weight. Skeng.
Nice.
Skengman. Skeng. Skengman mod. Skeng. Skengman. Skeng.
The other thing too is, where's that scene?
Skeng.
Come on, Knox, get your stopping right.
Skengman.
Right there. There's a few cuts of this scene where they're on a rooftop and you've got the London skyline behind them. Wasn't there an MC who did a Stormzy diss and he was on top of a roof? He had a skyline behind him, the London skyline at nighttime. Maybe? Are we reaching? I don't think so.
Skeng. Skengman mod. Skeng. Skengman.
Man, I love this bouncing vibe.
Skengman mod.
Ooh. All of a sudden, you just bring in the strings, the violin strings, and then you show Stormzy. It almost makes me think like a movie, like the arch villain has just appeared. Look at this, man. He's set up that way, too.
Skengman mode.
That's cool.
Skengman.
All right, Stormzy.
That's gunshot man called Mr. Skengman.
What you got?
I was standing in the middle of the field and Skengman's crow. You birds ain't shit, got bird's eye view when you niggas involved.
Stand in the middle of a field and scare man's crow. So he's flipping like a scarecrow, because what does a scarecrow do? Scares the birds away, scares the crows away. But he's saying he would scare man's crow. All right? Him standing there, scaring these little crows away, these birds. Is that shots at Chip? I don't know. It's not direct. That's not direct. But then these next lines, bird's eye view, playing off of the crow scheme. See, bird's eye view. Now this makes me think of the vid that Chip released of his sister, like having a bird's eye view of Stormzy as he was downstairs. Hey, tell your man to call me. Tell Chip to call me. You know, when he showed up at Chip's house, we know the story now. That was a bird's eye view phone shot. Ooh, he's clever, man. He is clever. I wouldn't put it past him. That's what he's saying there.
You birds ain't shit, got bird's eye
And look at the birds in the background. Those have all been drawn in. It's so cool, man. Such great graphic elements happening too.
when you niggas involved.
Ooh.
If snitches, then man's cold, then man start hitting up Skengman mode, man blast him, don't care where man goes, kaboom. Even in the plain T, I'm flexing.
That was cool. Kaboom. And then he just had a little kick at the instrumentation there. But then the kaboom got bounced out and echoed out. And then the last one got screwed really down. So it was like almost like a monster screw sound. But again, if snitching is that man's code. Is he talking about Chip? Is he giving us a little bit more of the story now? Was Chip snitching? And Stormzy was calling him out on it? Come on, Stormzy. Don't leave us in the dark, man. Don't hit at these things. Let's get it all out in the open. Air it out. But hang on, let me think about that. That kind of goes contrary to snitching because Stormzy's not actually airing it out, whereas Chip is. One could argue.
Pat a nigga down and find every pocket out gets him. Drag him out the car and eject him. Could have been year 8 house swept him. New school niggas ain't nowhere testing. Cause you niggas do online wrestling. I'm the murky co-founder. Got the gift of the gap, play me louder. I could talk about the kettles on the counter, but you know about the kettles on the counter. Look, I love a real life encounter. It's funny on the phone, you're a shouter. They couldn't figure how I pattern my flow. I stay.
I love a real life encounter. Well, Stormzy did show up to Chip's house wanting a real life encounter, but on the phone, you're a shouter. Again, is there a little bit more that's getting revealed now? They have a little altercation on the phone, so Stormzy wanted to solve it in person, whereas Chip was happy just, you know, saying big man things on the phone. I don't know. There's a lot that's being implied here.
I love a real life encounter. It's funny on the phone, you're a shouter.
Damn, but I just gotta talk about the horns at the back, man. That just jazz, lo-fi vibe. It's with me, man. This is cool.
How I pattern my flow. I stay cool when my catalog's cold. I'm too nice with it.
Ooh. Pattern my flow. I stay cool when the catalog's cold. I'm too nice with it. Love that just quick in and out delivery.
Blue sky with it. Used to have a hootie and do.
Hold up.
Cool when my catalog's cold. I'm too nice with it. Too clear, blue sky with it. Used to have a hootie and do crime in it.
Too clear, blue sky with it. Used to have a hoopty and do crime in it. Talking about where he came from. Don't mess with the Skengman, man. He's really about that life, is what he's saying. He's from those streets. He hasn't forgot that code of where he came from. But also too nice blue sky with it. Like, he's high. He's above you all. He's up in the clouds. Sort of a poetic way to put that, man. I like those lines.
Cold and too nice with it. Too clear, blue sky with it. Used to have a hootie and do crime in it. It's a big movie when I'm in it. Old school like blues and benners and.
There's quite a few ad-libs that he's throwing in. What? And then you had the kaboom ad-libs too.
It's a big movie when I'm in it. Old school like blues and benners, and I work hard like 2 Chris Jenners. You're truly true skengers. It's the Skengman mode endeavors.
I work hard like 2 Chris Jenners. All right, because Kris Jenner is paid, but also Kris Jenner work hard, male to female. I don't know. I take that as a double. I take that as a double there.
Skengman. Skengman mode.
Ooh.
Skengman mode.
Damn. Did he take his fist like Mortal Kombat style and put it through his chest right there?
Skengman mode.
Well, damn. That just happened.
Skengman Skengman. Skengman mode. Skeng.
That was like a choir chanting effect happening in the back of the mix too. So many different just subtle elements introduced. And this is what's really cool when you have sort of the boom bap sort of lo-fi beat, is that you can just gradually introduce just little pricks of elements into the instrumentation, and it just adds a different feel to it.
Skengman.
Hear that?
Skengman mode. Skengman. Skengman mode.
Celebrity deathmatch, one shot, lick at your head back. Man, try and run upon me, I make leg snap.
Celebrity deathmatch, one shot, can't get Ed back. Do. You know what? That sounds a lot like the opening to Chip's Killer MC flow. I'm just saying. It's got that similar vibe and double rhyme scheme at the end.
Celebrity deathmatch, one shot, lick at your head back. Man, try and run upon me, I make leg snap. We'll chair for the next lap. Everything jet black.
That's a lot like Chip's flow.
Suck whose mum, which one of you said that? 48 laws of power has got man gas, which one of you read that? Before I ever knew about Robert Greene, I knew about Robin's scheme. I knew about
48 laws of power. Which one of you read that? I wonder if Chips actually read that book. And I don't know why I'm thinking about Nietzsche here. Probably because we did an epic rap battles, right? But basically, 48 Laws of Power. A lot of celebrities have read it. Also, a lot of prison inmates have read that too. So I wonder if that's a little bit of that reference to that life as well. But basically, it's, bending the world to your will, getting what you want. It's examining the mind frame and the psychology of incredibly successful people and applying the principles to why they have been successful, how they work and operate. That's the sort of 48 Laws of Power. And what is this? A celebrity death match? Again, are these just subtle references to the storm that is coming? What Chip is about to face if he continues to go at Stormzy? Because it seems like they're aligning themselves in Stormzy's corner. I mean, you look at the beginning of this video, right? And the other people that were featured, other artists, other contributors to the grime scene. They're definitely following Stormzy. It's almost like, hey, we got Stormzy's back. Like, Stormzy's rolling up to the fight, but he's rolling deep. It's not just him on his own. I don't know. An interesting statement being made, that's for sure.
Before I ever knew about Robert Greene, I knew about Robin's scheme. I knew about eye sock, skin fade, bob and weave. iPod mixtape commentary. Why step this way? Obviously, I got pricks saying it onto me. What the fuck do you want from me, man? When I
damn, again, the graphic violence is crazy, man. So he's just ripping them in half.
Obviously, I got pricks saying it onto me. What the fuck do you want from me, man? When I get around constantly.
Skengman. Skengman mode. Skengman mode. Skengman mode.
Love this build here, the choir sound.
Skengman mode.
Ooh. Oh, this bounce.
Skengman mode.
Nah, this is dope. And even there, you hear like on the Skengman, it's like they've introduced a woman's voice for like some higher harmonies and just layered that back in the mix. That's dope, man. Just adds a different effect. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. All right, man. All right. Here's what I'm going to say. Ghetts, you say you're in the middle of this. Homie, I'm not involved in this beef, but after watching this video, you ain't in the middle of it, man. You and Stormzy close like that. It's pretty damn clear what side you're on. If you're going to let someone come onto your track and talk about a beef and throw some subtles and some innuendos out there, you're involving yourself. You don't have to allow that verse. You call them back. You say, put on a different verse. I'm not getting involved in this. That's what you do. That's just MC 101 right there. If you don't want to get dragged into a beef, well, don't put a feature on and then release that feature. unless you want it talked about, unless you want to be put into it. Because you could say that you don't want to be involved in it. You could say you don't want to be in the middle of it, but your actions speak otherwise. And you know that by releasing this, it's going to get views from it. It's going to have people talking about it. Anyways, just my 2 cents, but we still got Chips to do. Now I can see why Chip felt like he had to respond. It's almost like, it's almost like Stormzy when he rolled up to his house, except this time he's doing it in a music video. Stormzy rolled up with some dudes to his house. He rolled deep. He didn't just show up on his own. And Chip handled that on his own when he responded. It was just him. And here's Stormzy again. It's almost like he's rolling up on Chip and he's rolling deep. Let's see what Chip does.
M1 on the beat.
That's got tracks, bitch.
M1 on the beat.
If you're not knowing nothing, that's not.
Let's get rid of that ad, but already, man. Already. Chip is matching Stormzy eye for eye right here. It's like, Stormzy, you want to film your video in black and white and set a tone? All right, I'm going to film my video in black and white. And if you see, with the snow all around him, I like that imagery, man. I love this piano to the instrumentation. But Chip loves to use visuals as sort of doubles. So I take the snow as this man is ice cold. He's ice cold with it.
M1 on the beat.
If you're not knowing nothing, that's got tracks.
Okay then, you're a bad boy, okay then. Wicked Skengman, okay then. With all that money, can't buy these flows. Someone have a go, okay then. Foster care.
What a great start to it, man. Just trolls him right away. Okay then. Okay then. You're a bad boy. Wicked Skengman. Okay then. Okay. You see that? That's clever too, man, because it's catchy. It's just a way to set the tone. And Chip is just so calm whenever he's under pressure. So cool with the delivery. Man is never phased in a beef.
Man, okay then. With all that money, can't buy these flows. Someone have a go, okay then. Foster care that when I spray pen.
And also, I love the all that money can't buy these flows line. Because Stormzy was bragging about his flows. Right? So Chip is like, all right, you can't buy flows, man. And he's writing that out of the conversation because he knows that, it's game theory right now. Figure out what your opponent is going to attack you with. What Stormzy going to use? He's going to talk about his sales. He's going to talk about how much bigger he is than Chip. So Chip's like, all right, it doesn't matter, man. Because we're not talking about money. We're talking about talent. We're talking about the better MC. Let's go.
I go, okay then. Foster care that when I spray pen. Hashtag murky, but you're not a murker. Promise when I finish with this coconut.
Oh, and Stormzy said murky, and Stormzy's label is murky, hashtag murky. That's his whole movement, man. That's like affiliated with grime now, hashtag murky. He uses it so much. Chip is taking that, flipping him on him. You're not a murker. You're not a murderer. You're not a killer. You're not really what you say you are.
Hashtag murky, but you're not a murker. Promise when I finish with this coconut, I'm gonna push his hairline back further. So no more Dubai, go Turkey. Cause that hairline needs surgery. I don't wanna hear about hashtag.
Oh my God. The wordplay already, right? Send him from Dubai, go Turkey. Because like Dubai is a normal sort of vacation, holiday, especially when you got money, man. You want to swag out, you're going to Dubai. But push his hairline back further. So in Turkey, right? In Turkey, Turkey is known for like having hair transplants and hair surgery. So instead of taking your holiday in Dubai, go to Turkey, man. Go to Turkey. Get that hair transplant. Get that head sorted. But also, I need to hear something, man, because did he say coke?
Hashtag murky, but you're not a murker. Promise when I finish with this coconut, I'm gonna push his hairline back further. So no more Dubai.
Promise when I finish with this coconut, push his hairline back further. And then turkey, because the turkey, I was wondering if he said coke, because it's like cold turkey, right? Could be a double for going cold turkey on things, like cold turkey off of the
Go
drugs.
Turkey, cause that hairline needs surgery. I don't wanna hear about hashtag murky. Them boy that's like can't murk me. Yo,
Nah.
1 minute you're on home invasions, next minute you're at strangers painting. Like why you love going people's houses? Yo, 10
1 minute you're on home invasions. And that's a shout out to when Stormzy had the police called to his house because he tried to break into his own house because he couldn't get in. And all his neighbors thought that there was a robber at his crib. And then, so Chip is playing off of that. He's flipping that on Stormzy. But then he's also saying, and then you're showing up in my crib too. What's going on, Stormzy?
On home invasions, next minute you're at strangers painting. Like, why you love going to people's houses? Yo, tanning in your yard, you pagan.
Why you like going to people's houses? Oh, and then you pagan. That's clever because this track is 10 Commandments, and that's another double. You know, like Stormzy, this religious imagery. You know, we all know the songs that he's done now talking about God, you know, using gospel and choir and all those influences in his music. And Chip is flipping that. Chip is flipping that. He's calling him a pagan. Because, hey, you can't have it both ways. You can't be this religious guy preaching this while you're riding around trying to be a Skengman. But also like a pagan, like just like annoying. How can I put that? Because I don't get all the UK slang, but that's used often, you know, like a just annoying little bitch, something like that.
Minute you're at strangers painting. Like, why you love going to people's houses? Yo, tanning in your yard, you pagan. You know, on the mic, I'm a cannibal. You can't even handle cannabis. Twinning a career should have warned you. Chipmunk don't do panicking. You're all gonna hear Stormzy took a L, and he tried to stand tall before he fell. So he's a man of his word.
Before I take an L, stand tall before I fall. Something like that. He used that against Wiley. We covered that. He used that against Wiley. So Stormzy is... Chip is now taking Stormzy's lines and just flipping it on him. So clever, man. So clever.
You're all gonna hear Stormzy took a L, and he tried to stand tall before he fell. So he's a man of his word in some ways, but he's on stalking like a girl. Cocaine, my nose don't know the smell. I'm on track, he's off the rails. You're just a bitch with OnlyFans, boy. I'm
Cocaine, my nose don't know the smell. Hang on, I gotta hear that one more time. Did he just do what I think he did? And now it relates to the cold turkey line.
My nose don't know the smell. I'm on track, he's off the rails. You're just a bitch.
I'm on track, he's off the rails. So when someone goes off the rails, like they've lost it. Chip is basically saying that Stormzy, he's got a little problem with that white, you know? He's got a little thing going on with that cocaine. Oh my God, no, he's not. Are we just pulling up more dirt? We're just exposing more character flaws in Stormzy right now? Wow. Wow, he's going there.
Talking like a girl. Cocaine, my nose don't know the smell. I'm on track, he's off the rails.
And then Chip is on the track because he's spitting on this track, but also like he's on the straight and narrow. Whereas Stormzy, he can't get on the track, he can't spit, he can't rap with him, but he's also, you know, going off the rails on that cocaine. That's a nice little double that he threw in there too, while still exposing his character. Damn.
OnlyFans, boy, I don't give two fucks. Know the smell. I'm on track, he's off the rails. You're just a bitch with OnlyFans, boy. I don't give two fucks what you sell. Boy, I don't give two fucks what you sold.
Why did I do this to myself today? You're just a bitch with OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck what you sell, right? All you have is your fans, he's saying. You don't have any talent. That's all you got. That's all you can brag about and talk about, man. You don't have the talent. So I don't give a fuck what you're selling. I don't give a fuck about your numbers. Again, he's flipping the number scheme because he knows what Stormzy could possibly attack him with. So he's already addressing it and flipping it back onto Stormzy. But then as we know as well, OnlyFans, right? OnlyFans doing it for the money. Let's go.
Just a bitch with OnlyFans, boy. I don't give two fucks what you sell. Boy, I don't give two fucks what you sold.
And then obviously giving fucks to what you sell because you're basically selling fucks on OnlyFans accounts. That's nice, man. That's nice.
Flow. 1 minute is fuck the government, fuck Boris. Next minute you're telling people vote. Boy, you're not a Christian, you're a fraud.
I like Stormzy too. I like Stormzy. But man, Chip is just exposing cracks. He's poking holes right now. He's poking holes. It's so clever what he's doing. He's just making you start to question what he actually stands for in his character. And that's just such a great tactic in a battle. But man, Stormzy, right, saying fuck Boris, fuck the government. But then he's out with Jeremy Corbyn, supporting the Labour Party, you know? And what is it? Oh, and the pagan lines. Oh my God, I didn't connect this before. But also, he called Theresa May a pagan at one point as well. So again, isn't it funny how he's talking one way, but then he's acting another way? Chip is just pointing out contradictions in him and contradictory with his flow, and he won't let that go. The second that Stormzy bragged about his flow, Chip was like, all right, I'm not having this.
It's fuck the government, fuck Boris. Next minute you're telling people vote. Boy, you're not a Christian, you're a fraud. Crucify him, praise the Lord. How are you blinded by his grace, but still managed to find my door? To save your life, you couldn't spit like me, you can get it in.
Woohoo! How are you blinded by his grace? We know Stormzy's song, Blinded by His Grace. So if you're blind, you can't find anything. What about finding Chip's door? You know? Again, more contradictions. If you're this Christian missionary, like, why are you rolling up on me? Why are you looking for violence? Why are you looking for an excuse?
Blinded by his grace, but still managed to find my door. To save your life, you couldn't spit like me. You can get it in British or get it in tweet. Gem, speng, kwasi asem, we had me, don't try me again. Dickhead, I'ma usher this.
Oh no, and then he just put out the dickhead. The Bugsy Malone dickhead diss that we all know. Chip dropped that, turned that around off of Bugsy in like 6 hours, man. Wrote, recorded it, did a whole video for it. That was crazy. Dickhead, one of the most defining diss tracks in grime scene history. So we call Stormzy a dickhead, and I don't know what the hell else he said. I don't even know what language that was. Can somebody please tell me what language that was? Please comment down below. But I'm pretty sure he just called him a dickhead in like other languages, pretty much.
Gem, speng, kwasi asem, we had me, don't try me again. Dickhead, I'ma usher this boy to a seat, do a U-turn, spin back round. You came up remixing my.
I'm gonna usher this boy to his seat, do a U-turn, spin that round. What I take that as is like Stormzy's coming to him, but Chip is at the front, center stage. I'm gonna put you back in your place. I'm gonna put you back where you deserve, right? So let me usher you. Stop coming forward, pull a U-turn and go back. Don't go any further than this.
I'ma usher this boy to a seat, do a U-turn, spin back round. You came up remixing my bars, prick, not the other way around. You can't.
I just love this measured pace from him. Like there's times when he's really pushing the tempo with his delivery, but every time he pushes it, he slows back down. And then he just hits like this sort of behind the beat, almost lazy type of cadence and delivery. And he just lets things marinate. He lets it sink in with you. He is a master technician when it comes to the delivery and it comes to the different flows.
Out of bars, just like Chip, you can't run out of bars. That's what you said. Look now, you dead. If I was dead, you get spun out the park, run out the dance. Chip, don't run out your nah. I would have bumba, I would have Ross. Take it there, take it far, take your gal, take your dog. Humble pie, serve that well. I'm a humble guy. Deep down, all of the guys on your side. Deep down, wanna see the clash on the slide. Trust me, I know about youths like you. Fuck with a nigga and his pagan too.
Deep down. Guys on the slide, guys on the side. Hang on, one more time. I think he's shooting at Ghetts here. Hold up.
Now wanna see the clash on the slide. Trust me, I know about youths like you.
I love how he like goes up in his cadence there on the very end. Like he just holds out the slide. It's nice. Nice delivery point, but also, definitely, man. Everyone in Stormzy's video, basically what he's saying there is like, y'all are not sitting on the middle right now. You know you want to see this happen. All you're doing is fanning the flames for this to go down. Ghetts, by you putting out that track, you are putting this back in the public focus. You're bringing this shit back to light. I think that is a shot. I think that is a little bit of an indirect shot right there.
Deep down, all of the guys on your side. Deep down, wanna see the clash on the slide. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, and all the guys on the side, because Stormzy sat there at the beginning of the video, showed off everyone who's with him, everyone who's got his back. He's the Skengman.
Whoa. Fuck with a nigga and his pagan too.
Oh, youths like you, right? You're just a kid. And then he pulls out the pagan line again too. Oh no. No, he's not. He is. He's shooting. He's shooting scatter shots right now. He's not just firing at Stormzy. He's firing at everybody that's got Stormzy's back, that wants to enter this scene, that wants to follow the money. Follow the talent, people. Don't follow the money.
Trust me, I know about youths like you. Fuck with a nigga and his pagan too. Also when you're in the middle on both tunes. Caught in the middle when my pen go boom. So, pick a side, men of mine aiming at fences. Who's on the...
Caught in the middle and my pen go boom. He's tired of this, basically. He's saying, don't get caught in the middle. And I don't think it's coincidence, again, that Ghetts comes out and says, I don't want to be in the middle of this. And Chip says, caught in the middle and my pen go boom. If you wanted to, you can get it. You can get all this smoke.
Tunes, caught in the middle when my pen go boom. So, pick a side, men of mine aiming at fences. Who's on the fence then? I get defensive and get offensive. Man get offended. Trust me, I'll pen up in no time.
Oh, what a dope-ass rhyme scheme, man. Offensive, offended, defensive, defending.
Fences, who's on the fence then? I get defensive and get offensive. Man get offended. Trust me, I'll pen up in no time.
Dope. And what's so cool about that too is that the instrumental breathes for a second. Pen go boom. Right? And he lets that sink in. And then he just comes in with this more rapid, internal, condensed scheme and delivery. Chip is a master, bro.
Tunes, caught in the middle when my pen go boom. So, pick a side, man of mine, aiming at fences. Who's on the fence then? I get defensive and get offensive. Man, get offended.
Dope, man.
Trust me, I pen up in no time. Pen up and sky that. Plus, I don't stop to the ending. Someone get this bitch a bra. It's a booby trap when I'm sending. Hearing I'm popping online.
Someone get this man a bra. It's a booby trap because boobies go in a bra, but also like a booby trap, it's a trap. You send for Chip. This is what you get. Then we're having a little bit of an ad-lib scheme here. And Chip's kind of like, hey, if you want to show off your people, I'll show off my people too.
Someone get this bitch a bra. It's a booby trap when I'm sending. Hearing I'm popping online, but I don't even check my mentions.
I can't remember now which ad-lib it was, but is he making fun of some of Stormzy's ad-libs? I think he is. I think that's why he's doing this right now.
I'm offline cause they can't handle the attention. I can handle all the tension. After school him that's the tension. Go home Roger, we ain't brethren. Use my voice and make a sample. I go crack you on a sample. Fuck with Chip, that's gonna cost you.
No, he didn't. Wow. He's really riding this cocaine scheme now and making people question if Stormzy is doing some of those white lines. He's going to put Stormzy in white lines, man, if he keeps going. Jesus, Chip. Calm down, boy. Right. Has Stormzy taken Chip's voice and used it as a sample? Because that's what that is right there when he said, like, sampling his voice. But then also, I got coke. You want a sample?
Use my voice and make a sample. I go crack you on a sample.
Sorry, I got crack, not coke. I got crack. I got crack. You want a sample? You want this? Like, I got that dopeness. I spit that dope crack. But also, literally, I got crack, Stormzy. You want a sample? Because we know you're getting a little addicted over here.
Go home, Roger, we ain't brethren. Use my voice and make a sample. I go crack you
He's
on
naughty.
A sample. Fuck with Chip, that's gonna cost you. Have you flaring up your nostrils. Slap it ASAP with precision. G-Sap's your own religion.
Have you flaring up your nostrils?
Hop out the whip, looking for...
I just missed a GSAP. Shout
ASAP
out
with
to him.
precision. G-Sap's your own religion.
Gang signs and prayer. That's a Stormzy discography right there. GSAP's your own religion. He's throwing up the gang signs to you. But also, again, he's trolling Stormzy. He's so good at taking Stormzy's lines, Stormzy's discographies, you know, different actions that Stormzy has taken, and just pointing out flaws, pointing out contradictions, and then the wordplay ability of Chip to just flip it back on Stormzy is second to none.
Have you flaring up your nostrils. Slap
Wow.
it ASAP with precision. G-Sap's your own religion. Hop out the whip, looking for Chip, you only bad with the bros. Got that one the vibe. 2 days before when you came on your own. If you're so bad, tell me cuz. Why you ain't come back? One man up, 2 hands up, always just gang. The one that you say you own and don't rent. Wrestling, bars, try me.
Wow, I think we just got a little bit more there. So apparently they had an altercation before this happened of Stormzy rolling up with a bunch of dudes. So it was just Chip and Stormzy. So Chip is saying, why don't you just come back on your own, one man up, huh? Why not just man to man, eye to eye? Let's sort it out ourselves.
2 hands up, always just gang. The one that you say you own and don't rent. Wrestling, bars.
Or your skang, or your weapon. The one you say you own but don't rent. Again, he's questioning what he stands for. Stormzy, are you really a Skengman? Because if you were, wouldn't you just roll up on me one-on-one? Wouldn't you just handle this like the man you're supposed to be? And what's really interesting about this is the choice of where Stormzy chooses to address a little bit of this Chip situation and how Chip is addressing it. Stormzy is basically showing off who's on his team. He's getting on a feature. And I just feel like there might even be a little bit of insecurity there. And I don't want to throw shade on Stormzy because, again, I do like Stormzy. I'm a fan of Stormzy and what he's done for grime worldwide, man. But there's cracks here. There's definitely cracks. Because if you're not a little bit insecure, you just take the man on yourself, wouldn't you? Why do you almost got to bully him in a sense? Why you got to come with all these people? Why you got to get on the track with Ghetts and do it? What are you doing? What are you actually afraid of? And Chip, what is Chip doing? Chip is like, all right, I'll address this, but I will address it on my own. Everything about this right now is Chip doing it himself. He's like, I'll take everybody on by myself with my pen game. He's got that confidence, doesn't he? Wow.
Got that one the vibe. 2 days before when you came on your own. If you're so bad, tell me cuz. Why you ain't come back? One man up, 2 hands up, always just gang. The one that you say you own and don't rent. Wrestling, bars, try me. You didn't mind when it was Wiley. Good kid, I want a G before rap.
Yo, that's true. You didn't mind when it was Wiley. Like, you responded. You even gave him 24 hours to respond. Why didn't you respond to Chip?
Wrestling bars, try me. You didn't mind when it was Wiley. Good kid, I run a G before rap. I run a thief before rap. So no crap before rap. So that cracking.
What is this flow?
Tracks.
What is this flow? Damn, man. Just so many off rhythms and schemes. I love it, man. Man is crazy. And this is why I really do enjoy UK grime. It's because they're sitting in different pockets and different flows and styles compared to, you know, their peers in American hip hop right now. It's dope.
Trifling dogs, Dalmatians don't change their spots. Now I'm barking what? Can't corner me neither. No.
Dogs, Dalmatians don't change their spots. Lord, please let me get through this video, man. My brain is about to break. I'm barking like a dog. Dogs don't change their spots. If you're still a dog, you're always going to be a dog. Don't change your spots, Stormzy, right? I also take that as, hey, you're moving on the sly again. I wonder if there's a history and a pattern of that. But then it's a double because we heard it. Eminem did it as well. Bar king, bar space king. Chip is a bar king. What do dogs do? They bark. But Chip is also barring out. It's crazy, man.
Some trifling dogs, Dalmatians don't change their spots. Now I'm barking what? Can't corner me neither nor my team. Disrespect man's program. I heard your little line about them man's cold, but kaboom, the ad-lib belongs to Conan. You know this thing, no guts, no glory.
Kaboom, that ad-lib. He's playing on his ad-libs again. He's making fun of his ad-libs. But, Conan. Kaboom. Right. So Conan is another grime artist, but I was just trying to think of the song.
I heard your little line about them man's cold, but kaboom, the ad-lib belongs to Conan. You know this thing, no guts, no glory. Snake, you know you was banging my story. I got my pen up.
Wasn't it my story? It was my story, Conan. He just called Stormzy a steak while we're at it.
Ad-lib belongs to Conan. You know this thing, no guts, no glory. Snake, you know you was banging my story. I got my pen and my highlight, fam. Trust me, it's jarring, I like them, man. What kind of Christian dragging man out of cars? Repent, or you're going hell, my dog. Commander with it, I'm commanding.
Or you're going hell, my dog. I love how he just goes, again, what he'll do is he'll just take different parts of his rhyme scheme and he'll just change where he's going with the cadence and where he's stressing things. And it kind of throws you off of his pace and his tempo delivery because it's so measured. It's so cool. It's almost lazy, but at the same time, it's so hyper technical, people.
That you gon' read the 10 commandments. The Lord can't save you from this rotting. Bumble wall, I'm on your rotted. Spiritual wickedness slewing. What type of juju are you doing? Last time I checked, you're signed to the guy that's the father of the guy who signed 6'9", so you better check yourself quick before
You're signed to the father of the guy who signed 6'9", so you better check yourself. I think he's addressing the snitch lines there too. Because as we know, 6'9", big time snitch. What he's saying here is, you know, you are who you surround yourself with. So you want to surround yourself with all these people. Let's look at who you are actually surrounded by. People affiliated to 6'9". Yeah, you want to hint at me being a snitch? That's interesting, isn't it? And Chip is very clever, man. He's very deep. I mean, there's shit that I've missed throughout this. Like, there are layers and layers to what he's doing right now. And I can see him just setting up the chessboard and just playing almost himself, playing Stormzy in advance for what Stormzy might do or address and just setting himself up for dealing with that. It's crazy, man.
I checked your sign to the guy that's the father of the guy who signed 6'9", so you better check yourself quick before you wreck yourself. Study your team, stop.
Chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's definitely a hip-hop shout-out right there.
The guy who signed 6'9", so you better check yourself quick before you wreck yourself. Study your team, stop studying mine. I'm nice whenever it's studying time. The game been snaky, snakes and ladders update me. Check it out on the 29th. Go read the 10 commandments. I live your life that way. M1 on the beat.
Hey, January 29th, new album from Chip.
M1 on the beat.
Man is so smart with his marketing. Every time he does something involving Stormzy, he shouts out a project that he's doing. I like the grind. I like the game, man. And I like the title of it, 10 Commandments. Again, questioning Stormzy. You know, if you want to be about this religious vibe, blinded by his grace, then maybe you need to go check out and follow the 10 Commandments because you're obviously not practicing what you preach. Wow. Wow, man. Listen, this video is already going to be crazy long, but do you guys think that Stormzy's going to respond? And who do you think would win between Ghetts and Chip? I want to see that commented below as well. But also, if Stormzy does respond, does he stand a chance? You guys think Stormzy could stand up to Chip's pen game? I don't know. I think what that would come down to is Stormzy better have some good dirt and just some good punches that he can swing at Chip with. which he can do. I'm never gonna count Stormzy out, man. But anyways, this was fun. This was fun to dive back into some UK beef, man. Hopefully we get a little bit more music out of this. That would be fun to watch. But anyways, Chip, Stormzy, Ghetts, y'all are Knox Hill certified. So if you guys liked today's video, if you did, be sure to smash that like button. Comment down below any other Stormzy tracks you want to see me do, Chip tracks, or if there's other artists you want to see me check out. I try to read all of your comments, guys. I respond to as much as I can, so please keep commenting and keep posting. Also, if you're here at the end of this somehow, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. It's Knox Hill. Stay safe, stay positive. I'll catch you in the next vid. I'm out.